Hey everyone, Chef here, back with a little bit more Reus2. Let's go ahead and jump in. At this point, I think I'm happy to just go random on everything, and just leave it all up to fate to decide to see what we wind up playing with. We've done the starter 3 spirits, we've done most of the giants, except for Frost Giant, I think. We've got him this time. Eventually we'll see the stuff we want to see. As far as our max horizon, we've got jade and silver, so we're looking at gold again, and then we're also looking at gold for science. In particular, good science. And then silver's kind of like free gold. So we would really love to see a leader here at some point who likes gold and science. I don't immediately know who that is offhand, but I'm sure we can figure it out. And then we've also got Huntress, which is going to be food, gold, and animal. 1, 2, 3. Sure. I don't really... Well, Taiga is pretty good for animals, but it's not great for food. I might just go with Ocean. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then give you a little extra rainforest here on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then a city will go there eventually. And you guys can go ahead and start a city right here. So looking for animals to start primarily. We have a science booster. So immediately I'm thinking sea anemone, clownfish, and then herring. Should give us a pretty nice little foundation to start. Now, is that going to get you to 3 pop? Yes, just barely. Perfect. And then once you get to 3, we can start our second village, which will be over here. And then for your other biome, we'll give you some tundra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll have a third village go here. Now, what would you like? 2 of 4 fish biotica? I think that's going to be hard. Distinct animals within borders for a trapper? I can make that happen. But I'm not that worried about your gold, because we can put jade in this jungle eventually. Let's actually see what our second tribe is. High season gold? Definitely not. Okay, so we're going to take Sage. Sage wants food, which means that the Huntress can have jade, which means we're not going to be worrying about gold, so I can take the Hunter for food. I just don't think I'm going to cram 4 fish into that biome. Go ahead and give me Hunter. Great stuff. Give me a third animal, because that is all that you need. And then over here for the sage, we have a plant booster. Let's go papaya tree for that. And I can go guinea pig here, pit viper here, adjacent to a critter, and agave here. And that will take care of our sage quite nicely as well. So there you go. And you guys are friends because the sage is kind. I love that for you. Huntress needs 1 more food. I'll just give you a second agave. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, village. And for now, I'm going to give you rainforest, but I think I'm going to change what that biome is as soon as I unlock secondary biomes. Oh, it's still locked. Curses. Where does silver go? Is that taiga? It is taiga. So this, whatever this village ends up being, this is the one that we want to be science and gold focused. I would really love to see, I don't know, like inventor or something like that. Science and food. Prosperity? Prosperity's not bad. Definitely not botanist, because you're not going to have plant. You're going to have silver, and you're going to like it. So I think this is going to be diplomat. And then the diplomat will have some nice silver. You are not going to have distinct ocean biotica. You are unlikely to have fruit biotica. Can I put fruit in taiga? I can get one fruit in taiga. So I could go 1, 2. Can I get undergrowth in taiga? Yes. I'm gonna make this difficult on me. Can I get herbivore in taiga? Yeah. Okay, so I can do a lot with like 2. But which one do I want to push to 4? I feel like undergrowth is going to be easiest because I can't explain it. I just feel like undergrowth is going to be easiest. Because we can go undergrowth adjacent to plant, which I guess is also a Rowan, but then some of these guys also might have we'll work it out. Don't worry about all that right now. Let's go ahead and give you carrot here. And then we'll also give you a Rowan. And then Northern Valley City is just going to want prosperity. We don't have any minerals down yet, so what kind of minerals can I give you? 20 if adjacent to an animal. 25 if adjacent to a gem. So I can go gem, gem, animal. And then later I could put a guinea pig there. And that should be quite a bit to get you started. You're going to need to spend a little eon to do that, aren't you? Yes. Because that's going to use up your last eon. But is it enough to push you to prosperity 4 or to prosperity 5? No. Yeah, alright, we'll have to buy 1 eon charge then. Give me a little bit of gold, because we're going to be getting a lot of gold later on in this game. And then give me an amethyst. And that will push you to prosperity 5. There you go. Are we happy with that for progressing to new era? I think so. Do I want to found a 4th village? I don't really have the space, is the biggest concern. Or do you? Because you could also buy an expansion charge. That's true. And no one's going to use the other side of this ocean. You know what? Let's do it. Why not? Give me a nomad charge. Give me an expansion charge. Use my expansion charge right here. And I want to fit a 4th village here on the coast. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's perfect. It fits exactly. And then the pirate queen would be great. I don't know what kind of good minerals we have to put in the ocean, what kind of good gold generating items we have down there, but we could think about like a second jade, because this is a distinct rainforest. And the diplomat isn't necessarily going to want it, because the diplomat's already going to have her hands on some silver elsewhere in the taiga biome. So I could see a world where we put down 2 jades. Now, we're not going to have any Eon to build things for their village right away, but that's fine. We're going to put this village down, and then we're just going to move on to the new era. There you go. Monument Age, the diplomat starts construction of a monument. I don't necessarily want to do that. Don't mind Neolithic Revolution. We could also just do Calm Era. There are unlocks for doing a 3-star Calm Era. So it doesn't give us a ton of fancy stuff, but why not just knock it out now, get the unlocks for it, and then we don't have to worry about it later. So Calm Era just isn't any extra projects. It's just have a bunch of prosperity and focus on expanding, which I think we'll be just fine with. Take me over to Pirate Settlement. You are going to want gold. So I could give you not a ton. I would like to draft. I would like to see ocean gold, please. Pearls will do it. Pearls will do it real nice. Go ahead and take that. And we have enough biodiversity in this ocean already that we can just go ahead and plunk you here. That's going to push you to 3 wealth. Let's go talk to our sage, get his population up. We would like a Rowan here. And then I could give you a rabbit as well, because I believe you like animals. Is that what I gave you? No, undergrowth. Lost element, construction element, volcanic gem. I would also like to draft taiga. And I would like to see something that's undergrowth, please. Potato will do it. Blackberry will do it. Bluebeet will do it. For each adjacent undergrowth. Alright, we're going to revise everything that we just put down there. Your undergrowth. Yeah, let's redo all of this. How many can you be adjacent to? 4. So you want to go here. Sure. This is going to cost us a little Eon, but it's okay. So undergrowth there. If adjacent to at least 1 herbivore, we can get that done here, and then we can put an herbivore there. So that will work. It's also further, it's also 3 away from the current city. And then we can also do this, because it will be adjacent to other undergrounds. So that should be the sage taken care of for quite some time. Let's go see what the diplomat wants to work on. Diplomat is eventually going to get silver. So I'm feeling kind of drawn towards element biotica. And I'm just going to gamble on it. I think we can do it. So Pete is lost element, wants to be adjacent to undergrowth. You want to be adjacent to a biotica with base science. That's Pete. And then I could put an undergrowth here. Just like a carrot or something like that, or a blackberry. That seems like that'll work fine. So you go here, because you're going to give me more base science overall. Down you go. Then you're going to go here. You don't have upgrades unlocked, right? Yeah, that's next era. Okay. Good. I would love to see you expand borders. I wish you were expanding in the other direction. It's okay, because I only really care about the element tags for now. I just wish that you were in the other direction. You have a super booster. Okay. So I can give you stone, and then I could give you a Ramon tree. Or a Raymond tree. Okay. And then, God, the yield is so bad for that to be on a super booster, though. I would much rather it be a papaya tree, and then we can put something here with base science. Like the Ramon tree could go there. Is that all of your element, at least? 3. I could do a rainforest draft. Show me element, please. Flint, adjacent to a tree. I can do that. That would mean you go here. And then Ramon goes here. That turns on your stone, because it's next to base science, and it'll turn on flint, because it'll be next to a tree, and you won't turn on your pit vipers, but that's okay. You're gonna rework how all of that works eventually. And then you only have 8 era score left. That sucks, because I don't feel like I'm done with everything I want to be done. Stonecutter's done. You have 4 element biotica. Hunter's done. You have 3 distinct animals. Distinct ocean biotica with inborders. I can do that really easily. So let's just take it, because you have 4 tiles. And barring anything else, I think I would just like to see your city get big. So give me... You're gonna have to spend a bunch of Eon charges on this. Oh, I really don't want to spend science. But I'm gonna have to. Just to get that project locked in. So you're putting down herring here, I think? Then you're gonna put down kelp here. Then you're gonna put down bedrock here. And that will be 4 biotica. And it'll be a nice healthy balance for the pirate, just to get all of the stats up for her. She's going to expand. So that turns your temple on. Good. Stonecutter, good. Sage. Good. Okay, so everybody has finished their projects. Let's go ahead and place our micros. +3 lost is really good. Because I think these turned off. They did. They're no longer 3 patches away from the current city. So why don't you give me a Luna Moth on this blue bead? Because I think the +3... Well, I don't know if Rugged and Lost work the same way. I guess we'll see. Either way, having more of the snowflake icon in Taiga is good. I just don't remember if Rugged and Lost do the same thing in terms of making this thing further away from the city. We'll find out. They don't, but that's okay. And then I've got one more that I can use. I can upgrade an animal with extra food. Who needs the prosperity? You're at 17. I think that means we have your emblem already. Yes. You are at 8 of 15. You are at 4 of 15. You are at 1 of 15. We know that we're going to want to destroy this pit viper. So let's give it some extra food, because I'm pretty sure we're going to bury it next Eon anyway. The hell is this? That rocks? Okay. They've invented pet rocks and are trading them with others. Oh, you know what? I think we should have given that to Pirate Queen, because it would have put her at 5 pop. That would have finished her level 2 request. I'm gonna hope that it doesn't matter that much. We'll see. So there's Calmera 1 done. I will take my 3 stars. And then we'll just go into a Calmera again. We'll finish these 2 out. Just keep building our prosperity. So now we can upgrade. And everybody wants their new project. Let's start with Thundrus. You want 4 fish biotica within borders, 6 distinct animals, or 5 animals that have a base food yield. I would really like to make tavern work for you. And just go full in on animals, but I also think you wanted jade, if I'm not mistaken. And jade wants plants. So I may need to do fish biotica for you, because these other 2 emphasize animals, and I don't know that I can give you animals. And then I really would like you to expand. That's not a fish. You're gonna need to draft ocean at some point. Wait, how can you take forest? You can make forest. None of you can make forest. Yeah, I don't want to draft forest. I need to burn drafts. Alright, so next draft we can next draft charge we can actually use. In the meantime, I can't fill that. I'm going to need to draft ocean and find a fish. 2 fish, actually. Or is it distinct? No, it's just 3 or 4 fish. Well, in that case, this will also be adjacent to sea anemone. So we can go to 3, and then we just need to wait for them to expand. Pirate Cove, you haven't come up with a new project idea yet. That's because I need to finish your level 2 request, I believe. So I could give you a papaya tree, and that's fairly easy to take care of. That will push you to 5 pop. Could have done that last arrow, to be fair. But at least that's done. Was that your request already? No. Over here with the diplomat, I think we just want to keep doing element biotica because this is the era that we're going to be putting silver down. Although animal breeder is really good. Do we have anything in the rainforest that we can domesticate? Guinea pigs and parakeets. Hold on. So even though we're really close to 5 element biotica already, animal breeder gives us 300 resources instead of statues 200. And it should be really easy to get as well. Because we can do it in the rainforest alone. We don't even need to go to Taiga, where we have another domesticable animal. And we wanted to bury these pit vipers anyway. So I think the way this is going to work, I wanted to kill these pit vipers. But I want to leave the stone intact so that I get the 20 science. Well, no, you're adjacent to Flint. Flint has base science. So I can remove this tree, and I can replace it with a guinea pig. That will turn the pit viper synergy on. Then I can upgrade the stone and the pit viper, and I can replace it with something else. Rubber tree, maybe? Rubber tree, and then, like, parakeet? Was that what you wanted to do? You didn't want to do jade. You wanted the Pirate Queen to have Jade. Oh man, and there's a... No, because it's gonna overwrite. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this, because we know that we want to do this. Convert these to Legacy Biotica. Maybe give me like a good booster. Gold booster? Oh, you tease. I'm so tempted to put... Well, you know, Parakeet will be okay. I think Parakeet will be fine. And then adjacent to 2 distinct plants, I'll have to replace this Amethyst and Topaz. This actually kind of sucks. This actually kind of sucks a lot. You can't... the Diplomat doesn't care about Jade. Just pretend that this gold booster doesn't exist. You're getting really hung up on that gold booster for no reason. Put the rubber tree there. But then you can't get it to be next to distinct plants. And you don't have any other T2. You really want it to be next to distinct plants. Alright, I think you have to go like this. I think you have to do rubber tree here. I think you have to go parakeet here. And then I think you have to overwrite these gems with plants. You're basically trading 45 gold for 35 science, plus whatever you end up getting out of the 2 plants that you replace these with, which could also be really good. Like a Gumbo Limbo would be 100 science. Potentially. So you're adjacent to an animal bioticum here. And the Diplomat doesn't care about gold. The Diplomat only cares about prosperity. And then Gumbo Limbo here. That's going to take us down to 8, but then back up to 9. I think? No, stays at 8. So if we can get 2 more biodiversity in here, which we can, because we haven't done anything on the Pirate Queen side, that will go to 120 science in the Gumbo Limbo. So Diplomat is well over 40 prosperity. Diplomat has finished Animal Breeder and Stonecutter's Legacy. Diplomat is basically done, and we have 2 tiles in Taiga that we haven't used. Very happy with how that's going. We don't have draft charges yet for Huntress, so let's skip that. We don't have a project yet for Pirate Queen. Let's skip that. Huntress is getting irritated with us, but I don't think I have any way to solve your problem right now. Here also, I think I just want to take Animal Breeder. Like, for Sage specifically, we're going to lose 80 food relative to Mill. But you're not going to get the silver. You don't want the silver. You don't care about the silver. Sulfur gives science for each distinct adjacent predator bioticum. So that incentivizes us to not put plants in Taiga, which would incentivize us to not use Mill. I'm just taking Animal Breeder again, man. Call me Animal Planet. Rabbits are domesticable. That's also a herbivore bioticum to turn the blackberry on. That will also push the sage to 20. Now let's see if I can solve your problem here, because I'm going to get a draft charge from getting the sage to 20 pop. Okay, I think all you need is 1 more fish, and then you're loving life, but we'll see. Draft, ocean. Show me fish. I need fish real bad. 1 fish, 2 fish. And Sargassum for food isn't incredible. Also, you get tagged fish twice if there's 3 distinct critter biotica. I think this is good enough. Let's do that. Let's pause, because we're kind of on a timer here. You still haven't expanded, by the way. Could I potentially talk you into caring about this ocean? You could. Care about this ocean, please? No, not that way. God damn. Alright, fine. We're gonna have to destroy our synergy for the clownfish to turn the fishing boat on. And then later we're gonna rewrite a lot of stuff in that biome. You also need wealth, huh? Maybe it's time to give you your jade. Because that's what we were counting on to generate your wealth in the first place. So there's your fishing boat done. Yeah? Yeah, 200. But then you need wealth. Can I afford to bury these? I can't afford to bury those. They both have their synergy turned on. You're adjacent to an animal, and you just don't do anything. So go ahead and upgrade this patch. And this is where our jade is going to go. No boosters? That's okay. And then how do you want to put these plants down? Rubber tree wants to be adjacent to distinct plants. You could put it here, and you could go plant, plant. And then this could be your jade. So let's start with that. Following that, you're going to be real short on biodiversity in here. So a Gumbo Limbo is going to be a challenge. Also wouldn't mind drafting Rainforest just to see if we get more plants. Cinchona. It's a lot of science though. I need gold producing things. And Tamarin's not going to be right for that because we're not doing an animal run. This is an apex bioticum, so we're not going to have the biodiversity to afford it. These are both animals. That doesn't really help me. It wants animals. It doesn't really help me. I honestly think we're taking the Tamarin for a Cinchona tree just because it's a plant that I can place. As sad as that is. So here's a plant. I have a Raymond tree. This is for the extra biodiversity. Have a Cinchona tree because we're at 5. Oh, that would go insane on this plant booster though. Let's do that instead. And then can you have a Gumbo Limbo here as well? That would put you to 6 biodiversity. Be like 60 science. And you're at 5 of 6? Yeah, we kind of have to. You can go here, and then base science you, yeah, and yeah. So a squirrel monkey's gonna love that. And then a parakeet would love that. And you're a little bit of money as well. So that's your jade full. Let's go tend to Pirate Town now that you got your project. 3 or 4 fish biotica, I just don't see it happening. I think I was going to give you Jade as well, though, wasn't I? How much is it going to be to place a second Jade? 8? But you do have a lot of gem. We have 4 gem available to us just in Rainforest. So we can put a 5th gem in the ocean. The other thing that you could do is you could make this an animal jungle. Because you have managed to put together quite a few rainforest animals, and a golden lion tamarin would kind of pop off next to a lot of these guys. You need 2 distinct adjacent biotica that have base science. So you could do that with a tree, which is also going to help your parakeet. And then you could find a second one to do it with. And then you would turn your... Well, no, it's so much science you're reducing that. It's not really food. You don't have a good food tree. It's too bad you didn't take the mango. So if you don't have a good food tree... Well, you do get 100 food from the tavern. I just think it's going to be easier to do gems and then make food in the ocean because we've got sargassum. I can find a way to put sargassum in there somewhere. So give me amethyst here. Adjacent bioticum with science. That's not going to happen. Tree is not going to happen. I think you're just going to be guinea pig. You're going to be gem. Following that, we can upgrade this tile because they have all of their synergies turned on. Right? Plus 30, plus 25. Yeah. So we can bury these, and now we're looking for the opportunity to put fluorite down. Super booster. I'm so tempted. I have the biodiversity too. No, but it's for plants. It's not, we're not going to be able to green star it twice. I think we skip Jade. I think we go fluorite here, which is a gem. We put topaz here, so it's adjacent to gem. And then you want to be adjacent to a plant as well. So I could give you a cinchona tree for extra science. I could give you a gumbo limbo for extra science. God, I wish I had I do have another rainforest draft. I would really like to see a food rainforest tree. That isn't Apex, but I could maybe make Apex work. Actually, I think banana's going to be way better. Banana me? Because I can use banana here. That will make this flint next to a tree. I can upgrade this patch to bury the flint and the guinea pig, and I can replace it with 2 trees. Or 2 plants. And then if I put a plant here, that will put the banana at 3 of 3. And it'll also bump the fluorite up to being spectral times 3. And then that should get the Pirate Queen quite a bit of extra food, which is what we're struggling with a little bit here. So you go there. What did I want to put here? A plant? It needs to be a plant, yes. So you could do taro, which would be adjacent to a mineral. You can upgrade this patch at this point because your flint synergy turned on. Bury that. Food booster. I don't think I have another good food plant, though. I guess I do have a papaya tree, but we have one in the biome already. I think we probably just need to ignore the fact that that's a plant booster. So give me Cinchona. And give me Raymond. That puts Banana Jungle Heart to 3. Fluorite is at 3. Haro's chillin'. I think that's your rainforest basically done for now, Pirate Queen. And then I need to find a way to get 10 wealth and 2 more pop out of this ocean. I simply don't think it can be done. I think you produce too much technology. And I think you're going to get mad at me about it. But I really don't think there's anything I can do. Oh, wait, no, I can give you more gems. What am I saying? There's a ton of stuff that I can do. You're going to be next to an animal? Because your gem hut isn't even at 5. Have your gem hut. And then have another gem hut. That's not going to help with food. And it's also probably not going to help with gold. Because I don't think 200 is going to give me another 9 levels of wealth. But I could maybe get there with like a micro or something. Yeah, it's not even going to get you close to 25 wealth. Pirate Queen hates my ass. If only you'd expand one more time so I could plunk down like Sargassum or something. But even then, that's not going to give you the well. Yeah, Pirate Queen just doesn't like me this game. And that's okay. So let's spend our micro because that was actually our last young that we had available. Termite is 25 gold, 25 science for 2. I think that's better than 25 science for 1. We just have to find the right place to put you. And tagged element. Does anyone care about element? You don't. You don't. You don't. Wait, why do you only have 1 domesticable creature? What happened here? I don't know where your other domesticable creature went, but I'll come give you one. You want this rabbit? Oh, because there were like guinea pigs here and you replaced them. That makes sense. Yeah, come. You can have a rabbit. Also, isn't this the end of Calm Era 2 and you just didn't even put silver down? Yep. Huh. Okay. Huh. Well, we don't really have anything else that generates a ton of science. Like, we would have needed to make a predator taiga. And I don't think we ever got around to making a predator taiga. Alright, let's milk out our last bit of prosperity here. You're gonna upgrade at least 2 more times. And then you're very close on food. I have 3 microcharges to spend. Give me sphagnum moss on a rabbit to put you to 18. I should maybe be paying attention to, like, emblems. Gain 20 and 20 if it's unique within borders. So I could get a plus 20 and plus 20 out of you? Wait, unique within borders? Oh, it's unique within borders. It works for all these guys. Okay, cool. I have your emblem. All undergrowth. That's fine. I'm working on that. I have your emblem. All animals gain 5 food, 2 coin. I've done the best I can with that. I don't have your emblem. All predator biotica? I don't have any predator biotica for you to use is the thing. And then is anybody else close to inventions or trade routes? 8 of 10 on trade routes, but you're miles away from the next wealth level. 7 of 10 on wealth, and you're miles away from the next wealth level. I don't think we've really got anything else that we can do here. That's not even going to level your wealth. 25. Okay, so if I upgrade one of your minerals, do you even have a mineral? He doesn't even have a mineral. With the 300% boost, maybe that gets us to the next wealth level. It definitely gets us to the next tech, so it'll be another prosperity. But I think that's about the best we can do. I feel like this went okay. I just can't believe we never got around to placing silver. And only a single jade. I feel like I didn't do anything, but our prosperity is still fine. Count it up. 502? Yeah. Lovely stuff. I think that's all she wrote. What I do want to look at after we get out of this is what does my prosperity on this planet look like relative to the last one. So we ended at 266. Give me my Calm Era unlocks. I would be surprised if it was higher, because Calm Era doesn't give you any bonuses. Like all the castles and monuments and all that kind of stuff that we get for doing eras that aren't Calm Eras, that's all extra prosperity. So this should be a weaker planet than the other ones, but I want to look and see how much weaker. Olivine, cool. Ocean stuff. Paper mulberry, cool. Gypsum, sure. Lots of taiga rewards at this point. We got to get better at taiga. Our taiga biome never really came together. Obsidian? Dark offering? What the heck? Okay. Cassava. Aquamarine. Red Sea Whip. Sun Coral I think is new, but Secret and Amber I'm pretty sure we had. And then show me what we've got in the Mastery Tree. Third Era, so we can play full games now, quote unquote. Because Third Era is the last era. We've unlocked the Savannah Giant, we've unlocked the Savannah Biome. We get a bonus Apex unlock for every 3 Era stars when you complete a planet. Lovely. Now show me my previous planet. Here we ended with 266, if I'm not mistaken. I wish it would show me the total. But I'm pretty sure it was 266. And then over here, we had 70, 80, 60. So like 220 or so, but with one fewer city. Oh, that's why I think feels like things never came together, is because we had 4 cities here instead of 3. We just had a bigger planet. That's why we kept running out of era. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually. At any rate, that's going to be Reus for the day. If you are enjoying Reus2, let me know in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Give me your feedback on whether you're enjoying this or not. If there's other stuff that you would like to see me play, feel free to drop a comment and let me know about that as well. And until then, I will see you next time. Take care. Have a good one.